Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. I'm back into some, Thaumic Resurgence too. There's a few things I'm pondering getting into when it comes to thaumaturgy, and one of which is allowing myself to get some warp kind of early-ish on, partially because it's not quite as bad as it used to be. I mean, there's still going to be some annoyance, but it's not going to be quite as bad, and some of these I'm wondering, will they be worth it? Because this one here, the Crystal Infuser, is it's from one of the add-ons, and it will possibly allow me to do infusion a little easier. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure if it works that way, but I'm hoping that it does. Like, I'm really hoping that it does. And this is from Thaumic Restoration, which kind of brings back wands as well. Uh, Mainly for transmutations in a world, kind of like what you do with the magical powder sprinkles with Salus Mundus now. So it's kind of like that. Now, I gotta admit, I really wish this research would actually work, or at least I think it might be broken. I'm not 100% sure. Uh, I need to try that one again, because it seems like a interesting idea, Thaumic Toast. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to pull that one off. I think I might be able to. Uh, so I'll have to check that one out again. But for some odd reason, the bread doesn't have a its texture isn't right, and that's vanilla bread that would have to be used. So that makes me wonder. But what I'd like to do is the crystal infuser more, because I'm really thinking, will this let me do infusion-based stuff easier? So I'm going to start this one off by doing a little bit of the old alchemy here. Now, it should be noted that I did go back and get the dragon egg, so it has been infused into my EMC system. So that has already happened. It's been scanned in properly. I just had to go back and grab it. I didn't do much else in the end at that time, other than, of course, have some issues with Astaros. But that's kind of the usual now, because they really like to shoot. Okay, now let's complete this research. Theory of Thaumic... Yeah, it was tricky getting these theories for Thaumic Restoration, because whenever it's not one that's in standard thaumaturgy, Thaumcraft, it gets a little tricky. At least I only need an observation otherwise, or a few. I think these little numbers show how many you need, so you kind of need to brute force some of this. Okay. See, it might be that this was a bad idea. Uh, on the one hand, the process is now much simpler, but also fairly limited, and I was unable to get rid of the essentia. It's now required in crystal form. The new infusion pillar needs exactly 6 pedestals in a 5x5 area around it. Each of these pedestals has to contain an essentia crystal, all of the same type, and matching to the recipe. The thaumium crystal pillar contains the catalyst item as usual, and it has to be activated with a fairly high uh, position of this. 50 should be sufficient. I have no idea what this thing is useful for. Okay, so this might get a little weird. Crystal infuser. Oh, this requires infusion itself. That's a problem. Because I was wanting to try to bypass that if I could, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Oh, I can complete this immediately. That's nice. It seems to track very small portions of crystal dust. Huh, interesting thought. This dust comes from primal catalysts from unsuccessful infusion attempts, so I tried to create a larger portion of it using some thaumium metal. Astoundingly, the infusion worked, and I was left with an ingot of pure primal power. Now I've got many ideas. Okay, so there's aqua-infused water bucket. Where's the recipes for this? I'm wondering here, because some of these are a little work in progress. So yeah, I need a water bucket for that one. It's a bucket, never emptying bucket. What do you expect? Okay, this one does say water infused thaumium, which requires. Hello. How do I get the water-infused thaumium? Do I, oh, infused thaumium, okay. Oh, okay. Fused thaumium is quite similar to thaumium, but slightly stronger. Fused thaumium really shines when it comes to special properties. Air Golem is much lighter and able to fly. Ignis Golem has brutal attitude. Aqua Golem pulls water from the air to heal itself. Terra Golem has additional armor. Ordo Golem is able to overview a bigger area. Perditio, meh. That's kind of interesting. So material study, so that works for golems. Paving stones of permeability. Okay, barrier stone and paving stone of travel. I think I might have those in my system. I'll have paving stone of travel. What was the other one? Barrier stone. Okay. I need 4 of them each, not just... Okay. Okay, so barrier stone, because I think I made... No, I didn't make a barrier stone yet? Okay. Because I thought I had. Oh, click for recipe inside, okay. I need Ignis and Ordo, about 50 vis, arcane stone brick. Okay, that's all doable. Because I'm kind of going off on this research. Meanwhile, demons are dying in my usual trap. That always happens. Do I have enough in here? Because I might already have enough in here. Whoa, weird time. Paving stone of travel. See, this is the paving stone of travel. I need barrier stone. Let's limit this option. Just these. Barrier stone, okay. I just had to kind of make sure the crystals were only in one set. I'm out of Perditio crystals. Do I have any in here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Fair enough. I am out of Perditio. So that's a thing. I wanted to get more heavy into the actual thaumaturgy at some point, so that might be kind of starting up this way. Okay, those will be consumed, but I've scanned them in, so we're good. Seems this kind of blocks are not only translucent, but also seem to be passable when provided with the tiniest amount of vis or simply redstone signal. Even nanovis is able to keep those blocks for 2 seconds passable. This amount of vis is so small, it can be drained from the smallest fluctuations of the vis field and therefore does not consume any vis from the wand or the aura around it. So it lets you pass through. Okay, I see. It uses air-infused thaumium, so that makes sense. Because if it has the air aspect, it'd be like the air itself. Terra-infused obsidian. I am out of theories of artifice, so I won't be getting to that. Edged crystals. Okay, there's a lot of cool stuff around here. Grandmaster's wand, that just showed up. Theory of oromancy. I still have theories of thaumic restoration, that's good. Oromancy theories I have gotten decently good numbers of in the past, so that's some stuff I could be able to do. But I have some other things I really need to get into, and since I've got a research block that I need to do some brute force theorying for later. Well, let's see here. I'd like to see if these are even remotely possible. I need to scan like coarse dirt. Darn lips. I need to scan coarse dirt and podzol for those, so that's gonna be a while. That's gonna be a while. The teleporter is something that I just need a theory of artifice, and then I'd be able to get it. That's interesting. I wonder what the range is on that thing. But what I really need to do is check out these special metals. I need to get the shaded metal itself, which apparently has a shaded ore. You can transmute gold ore into it. A lot of aspects. Okay, it looks like it's cheaper to do if you start with the ore. Need a lot of vacuous, a lot of tenebrae, and a lot of aurum. Okay, that's... But, I mean, the EMC value of this is just hilariously high. So that's, for an ingot, I mean, it's not, like, truly hilariously high. I've made bigger, but still. Okay, let me check out the old, aspect search. Break. Where's the aspect search? Hello? There's a... Ah, here we go, here we go. Okay, we need things that have a lot of tenebrae. Looks like obsidian-related stuff has a lot. Because I'm going to need a lot of that. Ender Anchor has a ton. Obsidian Chest from Iron Chest has like 30. That could actually provide quite a bit otherwise. So if I go that route, let me see here. Obsidian Chest has a good portion of what we need on that, but where's the aspect of emptiness? Usually containers have that emptiness aspect. Can it literally just not support that many aspects? That's a problem, because I was going to try to find a perfect item. Okay, so that's not exactly going to happen. Okay, so I need a lot of vacuous as well. So I'm trying to find something that works both ways, because I need, let me see, what was it? I need aurum, tenebrae, and vacuous. Aurum is like the aura aspect. There's not too many things that have that good quantity, so that could be interesting. Okay, what has a good amount? Those, wow, we really don't have things that have really good amounts very easily. Unless they have specialties. That, oddly enough, has a good amount-ish. Has like 15 for the inventory upgrade? Okay, what other aspects do you got? It's got a lot of both of those, but it's going to be an overload. I mean, I might wind up scanning that rift a lot earlier than I thought. Okay. Because it has both tenebrae and vacuous. And the other one was aurum, I think? Yeah, that's right. So... Oh, it's a lot of each. Trying to get these ingots, the light and dark ingots, is gonna be huge. I'm not even sure if my cauldron can hold that much. I mean, seriously? I think it has a hard time with just a stack worth of aspects, let alone, like, this much. And where am I gonna get that much aurum? Well, at least I know that I can use inventory upgrades. But that's interesting. And where's my Thaumic calculator thing? I put that mod in here, but I haven't seen where the research leading to it actually winds up showing me how to get my calculator. Okay, so let me see here. I need to find some aurum. Oops, wrong thing. Need to find some aurum here and then pull it out. That's what I was going to do. Okay, so need something with a lot of aurum. Preferably something I can actually make or do that's practical. Would be nice. Not something super rare. Okay, even they aren't really that much each. Okay, so we have fundamental issues. Although at least some of the stuff relating to mana has good amounts. So maybe, just maybe, I could pull something like that off. Sparks have a good amount? Really? That's just a standard spark. That's not like anything crazy. Nether stars have like actually less than spark. That's kind of funny. So yeah, that's what all aspects do you got? Okay, so we are really going to be hurting for that aspect. So I'm gonna have to pour in just a lot of sparks apparently. Okay, I'm gonna have to do sparks. I mean, I'm gonna have to do them anyhow because they're something I'm gonna need to do. Okay, now do I have? No. Because I need a couple of petals. I don't just need that one. Where did I put my flower bag, or did I have my flower pouch, or not? That's a good question. Do I have a flower pouch, or did I use stuff up? Because I know things have been kind of little moved around. Uh, Because I know I put a lot of stuff away whenever I was jumping off the cliff. In the end, that was interesting. Because I was wanting to get into more thaumaturgy and trying to get some of these things progressed, but it's not looking like it really wants. Oh, that's where I put that other ectoplasm. Okay, that kind of works. Okay, let me see here. Do I really need to go out and grab more leaves? Because I think I burned through a lot of them, actually. I think I do need to go out and get some leaves. Meanwhile. Because I don't know where my pouch went. I mean, seriously, it's kind of important. Okay. I see a thresher. Wow, that squid went for a ride, and then the thresher just decided that... No, it's not that it despawned, it's that something even bigger came its way. Okay, that happened. Whoa. Monk flight, help. And why do I not have step assist? I just never seem to be able to figure out why that doesn't work. Okay. I just need like one mystical flower, which is not a wind thistle. That is from a totally different mod. Because that is from rustic, which is nice. It does add to the atmosphere. But is it really what we wanted? Not exactly. Okay. Because I just need one good botania flower. Then I'll be able to get what I need. Because I need just a couple of mystical petals. Oh. Scan time. That's convenient. Did I really take a lot of them and then not have a place to put them? That would be very bad. Hi bees, I'm just here on different business. Don't mind me. What? The drift is nice. But yeah, I'd like to be able to take on that that model of Bea. Maybe I can finally get revenge for the one that decided not to give me a soul stone. That would be a pretty cool thing. But first, I've got other business. I mean, that guy's not going to despawn, so he's not a rush. But what is me finding some petals? Ah, here we go. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have to zip around and get more of these at some point, but I just needed one. Oh, I needed to scan a llama? How can I scan you? Do I have to tame you first? How do I not scan a llama? Huh. I can't scan a llama. That's weird. I really should be able to scan a llama. But is it letting me? No. I guess I'll have to tame it first. But at least I know they're nearby. Okay, I need to... Well, actually... Yeah, I'll need to get back home to transmute up this spark. So I need that much aura. It's a weird spot I got my home. It's like, seriously? Well, it's a nice oceanside view. It's very beautiful. It just happens to have a few interesting side effects. Like certain creatures that like to come by periodically. And various other aspects. Like things that are harder to find than they should be. But I am good. And yeah, I know I got that place rigged up in a different way than usual. Okay, do I have gold nuggets in here? Yes, I do, because I think it's just one. Okay, if I remember right. Wait, I have to do that first. Over here. There we go. It really changed the recipe, actually. Live drive. Nice. Now they actually have an EMC. And I think I need 2 of these for this. Because I think I needed like 30 Aurum and they've got like 28 each. So I need to go the shaded metal route first, I believe. Okay, that would be more than enough. Now I just need a lot of Tenebrae and Vacuous. That is a lot of Tenebrae. I mean, seriously. They really want this shaded. They want it dark. So, yeah. So I'm back up to the Tenebrae routine. Because I need like 75? I mean, I don't think I have any actual gold ore right now, so that might be a little iffy. But, I mean, it would be a little more economical, admittedly. Molecular exciter lightings. That's not what I'm after. Of course, the shaded metal block has it. Crystallized obsidian. Oh my gosh. Let's try to find something a bit more practical. Oh, an ender chest. There's a thought. Wait, does it have plenty of... Okay, that might do the job, kind of. Just need to make a few of those and that'll throw it over. Like, by a lot. This could be dramatic. Yeah. Okay, so... Let's make an ender chest. A straight up ender chest. Going classic here. Oops. That's what happens whenever you hit the button with something. I thought it was just going to transfer over nice and smoothly, but no. And on top of that, I'm going to need a couple of these, because one, even 2 won't be enough. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so how much do they have of that? Okay, so if I throw in 3, I'll have like 90 Tenebrae and like 60 Vacuous. And these 2 will be like 30 Aurum. And this will be ridiculous. Okay. It will be like 60. It'll be overboard beyond belief. We could be having some serious issues. I might have to relocate my my thing because this will definitely be going overboard. So let's relocate, and while I'm at it, get myself another water bucket because I'm going to need it. Oh, still have the Geist liver. Uh, yeah, I had more than a few brawls. Don't worry about what's under here because it's it's just a nice piece of yellow night ore. And that stuff is fire-free, even though it acts like fire. Okay, so let's go to the island that I am going to be designating as for dangerous stuff, including, of course, any thaumaturgy that's probably going to seriously wreck things. And I just realized, yeah, I have that. I'm good. So I'm going to need a transmute. Oops, went up too fast. Yeah, it's going to be just briefly over here. It's going to be somewhat near my base, but not super near my base. But and these little islands, I want to do things because I don't want stuff to spread in a weird way. Let's face it, that's happened before. However, it's not quite as crazy as it used to be. I'd like to emphasize that a little bit more, that Taint isn't quite as world-destroying, although it can be a bit annoying. So let's just hop up and get myself to a nice... Oh yeah, I can fly. So it's something I'm not used to just being able to do that easily. In terms of like doing it without a special, say, chemical device or something. Those I remember more often. Okay. We are going to do a very interesting little ritual over here, where I am going to throw in a gold ingot into this after throwing in these two things. So this thing is going to be unbelievably full. And if it happens to create a flux rift, I will scan it. So let's see, will we get super tanked? And like in a hurry, because this is a very powerful recipe. So I need to throw in 2 sparks, all of these ender chests. Yeah, it's already overflowing. I got it. I got the shaded ingot, and it is super tainted. I mean, this, dare I punch it? I think I gotta punch it. I gotta do it. Research completed. Flux. Yeah. That pretty much instantly did it. Apparently this recipe is so insane that reality can't handle it, and it like breaks down into starting to do flux stuff. And to top it off, that's not even the only recipe I really need to do like that, because, well, we have the light side to go with the dark side, and they're both very fluxy in terms of how much aspects they have to do, because a crucible will only kind of do so much before it kind of maxes out and starts pouring stuff everywhere. So, yeah, we got that happening. So, thanks for that, Azenor. Obviously, I want to scan this. Okay, so we have, I need to get more of these. And they are going to blast through my EMC, just trying to get the things scannable that I need. Because this is going to be ridiculous. Well, compared with what I got now. Because I'm not somebody who builds as much EMC as others. I'm not huge into EMC farming. Darn lips. Farming. Because I prefer to use it as actual exchange. Like, put some stuff in, get some stuff out. You know, the actual principle of equivalent exchange. Okay. Now, let me see. What else do I need to research on this to complete my shaded research? I need a thaumium. Wait, really? Okay, thaumium helmet, boots, chest plate, and leggings. I actually need the thaumium set for that. That's a lot less expensive. So let's toss you back in. And let's get some thaumium stuff. Because I misread that. I thought I was going to go everything shaded. Yeah, that's very convenient. Because that makes this whole aspect so much easier. Okay, now I'm thinking some of my equipment may have gotten its stats broken whenever I took back off that one mod. I mean, it was a cool mod, but it also had side effects that were doing bizarre things. Okay. Okay, complete. Yeah. Shaded metal. Okay. But yeah, this is about making shadow armor. And apparently it says in the afternoon it also has the property of self-repair. But it seems to you that its potential is not fully disclosed. Dun dun dun. Oh my gosh, look at that armor toughness. I mean, this thing is so much better than diamond. I haven't even checked out that research. Okay, I needed both of these to get this primal set unlocked. Metal of light. Oh, they both went with that, but I need to scan a block of light, which sounds very insane. I need a lot of... We might be doing this again soon. Well, watch me as I wind up making so much flux that things explode. Weaving. I can get this research from something. That just showed up. Because I know that there's like magical threads. There's something over here. Seeker amulet. I know I've used compasses. I've already started getting a little bit, well, warped, so why not? I might as well. I mean, I'm just trying to get as much research suddenly done as I can as I'm starting to get into actual, like, major thaumaturgy. I mean, there's a lot of things I'd like to do, and a lot of things that I definitely think are going to be really cool to do in this pack. And, okay, so I've scanned it before, but for some odd reason, I never EMC'd it properly. Okay. But yeah, and I wanted to start really integrating the whole thing together. Only works in the nether. It says nether, but I have a feeling this wasn't exactly started in English. Points to lava lakes, or that is hidden under them. So there's something you're seeking in the nether here. Interesting. I'm wondering if that's something secret. So, yeah, that could be... Oh, there's an addendum here. It's probably the shaded scythe. Yeah. Man, that thing deals a lot of damage. Okay, so the void scythe... darn lips. The void scythe has 10 damage. The shaded scythe has 11. So yeah, these things are meant to do area attacks and mass harvesting. So it's kind of like scythes from Tinker's Construct, only they're like specific recipes. So again, gradually self-repairing, deals a lot of attack, but let's say when you press the RMB, okay, but yeah, it basically does all sorts of stuff all in one shot. So these are going to be awesome. I'm going to want to see that. So yeah, and I think I'll do it with the shaded metal version because that version looks hefty. Oh boy, that needs a lot of things wind up needing infusion, and I'm going to have to do that. But okay, here's my issue with infusion. I'm going to have to push past this at some point. I need files, and that may not seem too terribly big at once, but recall what I need to do to get through files is I need to get the Essentia smelting set up. Oh yeah, I think I did actually finally get the research done. That's right. Okay. So I should be able to actually handle this. Probably next time I might be able to actually get some of these started and then actually start getting these files, because it's not just that needs it. There's other things that want you to have files of Essentia, and there's usually loss and flux, but I've already started having flux over on that island, so I might wind up doing other flux related things like doing Essentia processing over there, and then that way, you know, if stuff goes wrong, I just get a flux rift I can scan. That reminds me, is there a flux rift I can scan? That would be nice to see, because I had the flux built up, but I don't think it ever went all the way. Now, I don't see anything shaved off the top, so I don't think it built up all the way. I'm going to have to hit it harder. I'm probably going to do this right over there, and then I'm going to hit it harder, and then I'm going to get that flux rift. Because flux rifts are part of your progression system, and they do some weird things, including destroy the terrain, and that's why I said that since I didn't see anything shaved off the top, I know it had not been fluxed properly. Because if it had been, then I would be able to see that it had some blocks ripped off. And that's one of the things a flux rift does, is it literally tears the landscape up. Like, it literally, like, sucks up blocks and consumes them. It actually looks pretty cool when it's in operation, but it's also pretty dangerous. So, although I've got a lot of armor rating from my monk skills, so that helps, I don't know if it really considers that or if it just goes right through, because I think it's a kind of magic damage. So, there's that. Okay, so I'm going to have to get back to doing more flux-related crazy stuff at some point and see if I can really push it, because I need that flux rift, and I'm going to be doing research that goes into some awesome stuff, because as you kind of got the clue over here, over in Thaumic Gadgets, it's kind of based off the old Thaumcraft. I think it was Thaumcraft 4 had an add-on called Witchin' Gadgets, and this, even though it doesn't have like everything the same way, it's kind of the spiritual successor to Witchin' Gadgets. So this includes the awesome primal armor and primal weaponry that used to have. So I'm going to have to do a few more things with my research to get there. But when I do, I should be able to have some pretty cool equipment. I know that I'm not emphasizing equipment as much because I'm a monk, but at the same time, I'd kind of like to show off different aspects of that. And monk armor basically works when you don't have any other armor, but if you do have other armor, it might be better because it only maxes out at something like the equivalent of diamond, but there's going to be some things in this pack I'm going to need better than diamond to deal with, and that's when I'm going to need like these awesome thumbed up armors and also some from other mods like say from Abyssalcraft, etc. Then things are going to get heavy. Okay, now let me check out. Okay, that doesn't have the armor values on it. So I'm very suspicious that whenever I removed that mod, it also didn't track the base stats anymore. So that's a slight problem. A quick experiment before I log off. Let me just, yeah, that's what happened. Because it's clearly making it where, like, it wasn't showing the value just a moment ago, but now it is. So, if I want my thaumeter just set for whenever I get things where I need to do more heavy discount related stuff, like this is saying that I have a pretty good amount available, but whenever I want to get conservative and save as much as I can, I'm definitely going to want to have this set. But at the same time, it would be nice if it actually had an armor value. So, hence why I had to reprocess it. So I'm thinking everything's like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some back processing of my equipment between, because like these are chain boots. They're supposed to have an armor value. That had something from vampirism, so now that's basically useless. A sword that has no attack bonus. Those are, although Slash Blade is handling things differently, and I guess it was kind of exempt. So that's interesting to think of. And of course my custom equipment is custom. I just got the broken Yamato from the Ender Dragon not too long ago, and I actually finally picked it up. So that's not affected. So I'm still dealing with the aftermath of having to pull that mod off. It was a good mod, it was cool, but it was just doing bad things to my pack, so I had to let it go. Well, stuff happens, and I'm still going to have to apparently do a little maintenance in between to sort that out. At least the backpack that I have, even though it had a value, I don't really care about in terms of it having a value because I just need it as a backpack. I don't need it as armor, so I don't need to equip it in my chest slot. I just need it in the body slot in my baubles. So I'm good. I'm good with that. So I'm fair. As for now, I'll be logging off. So hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.